So today I'm going to give you some tips and habits to have a more magnetic and attractive personality and presence. Now, first thing about presence is you need to be present. All right, G, if you want to become more likable and more remembered and more charismatic, and when people leave from around you, they can't wait to be around you again, you need to be present. Now, this is a mistake that a lot of intellectual, smart, busy entrepreneurs, men that are on their purpose and they always got shit on their minds. This is a problem that you guys have when interacting with people, especially women. And I can say this from experience. This is a problem that I had. Gee, when I used to hang around women, one of the biggest complaints that they had is that I was never focused on what the hell was going on while it was going on. Meaning my attention was always split down the middle. So when I was talking to whoever I was talking to, I was thinking about some business meeting I had the next morning. I was thinking about some project I needed to finish. I was thinking about some work I had to do later on that day. I was thinking about the gym session that I missed earlier that morning. I had to finish it later on that night. So whoever I was talking to, G, I wasn't fully locked in, and they can tell the lack of presence and the lack of attention I was giving them. The worst thing that you can do to somebody when you're talking to them is not be fully paying attention to what they're saying. So one of the ways you can show that you're present is obviously active listening, obviously corresponding with what they're saying. It's how you become more magnetic and charismatic. But at the same time, mentally, G, when it's time to work, it's time to work. When it's time to play and time to relax, it's time to play and time to relax and have fun and be engaged and be present. All right, G, but you can't split your attention down the middle. Now, is this hard for a lot of guys? Yes. A lot of ambitious guys have this issue because you're always looking for the next move. You're always trying to cross your T's and dot your I's, correcting your mistakes. So your mind is full of stress constantly. So it's hard for you to relax. But you got to have that switch. You got to be multifaceted and be able to sit down when it's time to sit down and run when it's time to run. So be present. Look people in their eyes when they're talking. Correspond. Ask follow-up questions. This is all going to show engagement. It's all going to show you care. People don't care how much you know. They don't care what you can teach them. They don't care how knowledgeable you are. All people care about is how you make them feel. And the best ways, one of the best ways to make people feel good is to listen to them and show them that you're listening to them. And the tip, G, if you want to get somebody to like you, is remember their name. Every time somebody tell you their name when you first meet them, say their name 7 times in the back of your head straight. And remember their damn name. And every now and then inside of the conversation, repeat their name. So if we having a conversation and you want me to like you, not only should you laugh at my dumbass jokes, but say my name. KD, bro, that shit was funny. Gee, I swear to God, I'm going to like the shit out of you. All right, fellas, it's just human nature. One of people's favorite words in the dictionary is their first name. All right, so be present. You don't want to be a dim light. All right, nobody likes a dim light. Now, next thing, one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make when they work on the hard skills when it comes to looks maxing, body game, grooming, so on and so forth, is that when they go out and they interact with people, and this is a problem men have when they're interacting with women, or you're in a place and women are in the vicinity, is you subconsciously look for validation. Some shit that you're doing, G, that you don't even know you're doing. Let's say you put on your best outfit. You just go buy a brand new outfit, brand new shoes, fresh cut. You ain't got the top tier Charisma cologne from my store. You did it all, G, the whole 9 yards. And when you go out, every woman in the building can tell that you want to be seen. How do they know this? Because when you walk in, you got beady eyes and you trying to see who can see your outfit and your fresh cut. And you're doing this subconsciously the whole night. You're looking over your shoulder, trying to catch people's eye contact, G. See, there's a difference between making eye contact and you trying to catch people's eye contact and you don't even know you're doing it. Some of you guys do this. You'll look at somebody and they ain't even paying attention to you, but you'll reach and almost make them look at you. And they ain't even worried about you, G. You just want to be seen, fellas. You got to be conscious about this. What this shows and what this probably really is a lack of confidence. And who wants to be around somebody who is needy for attention and lacks confidence? As a man especially, this is highly unattractive. Gee, if you know you look good and you know you put in work, just walk in the building, G. If they don't like you, they don't like you. That's some shit you can work on to make them like you and make them see you. But if they don't see you, G, they don't see you. Trying to be seen is not attractive at all, fellas. Reaching is a turn off, especially to women. All right, guys, so those are a few mistakes that you got to stop making when it comes to your presence and your aura. One of my two favorite things that I do, all right, fellas, to make my presence more magnetic when I'm with people and interacting with people is humor and storytelling. All right, G. Now, this is the thing about conversations. Like I said, people don't remember how smart you are. They don't remember what you know. They don't really care what you know. People remember how you make them feel. Women especially remember how you make them feel. Because if you're talking to me, G, and we talking about business, or we just having a casual conversation man to man, I'm going to be paying more attention to your knowledge and what you know and your intellect. But with women, G, they care more about how you make them feel. This is why dudes who funny but they don't know shit and they ain't got their life together, they get a lot of women. Why? Because I spelled this shit wrong. Why? Because they make them feel good. They make them laugh. The best way to drop a woman's draws, and this ain't even what this video is about, fellas. I just got to say this little gem, is to be funny in your own way. Keep your frame. Don't be sloppy. Don't be silly, because that's a turn off as well. But be funny. Gee, I'm funny in my own way. I got dry, dark humor, and women love it because I do it in my own way. I got my own style. So find your style of humor and make it work. This is essential. I do not want you to walk around and say, oh, I'm not just a funny guy. I'm not a comedian. No, bro. It's a lot of pussy you're going to miss out on if you don't tap into this skill. Now, storytelling. All right, fellas, if you guys don't know, I've used a few examples already inside this video, and I've told a few short stories. Guys, you got to hone in on this skill, whether it's in business, casual conversations, or intimate dialogue with a woman. Storytelling is key. Little short metaphors, little short snippets, a little imagery to show people your point and to help them see or visualize what you're saying so they can relate to it better. This will make you more entertaining, more charismatic, and more magnetic. Next thing, in interactions, forgot what number I'm on, but next thing is do not look for outcomes in conversations and interactions. Another mistake men make, like I said, it's not all about doing stuff, G. Sometimes it's about avoiding things and not committing these sins. Now, what do I mean by don't look for outcomes? Especially with women, G. Because that's probably why a lot of you guys are watching this video, because you want a more magnetic presence around women. Obviously, I get it. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I know what it is, G. Now, don't look for outcomes. When you're talking to a woman, 9 out of 10 conversations, G, to be honest, that you going to have with women are not going to have any result or outcome out of it. Yes, if you're texting a woman, I would only recommend you text a chick that you're not like actively dating long term. I only recommend you texting her for an outcome, maybe a date or to meet up or to link up, whatever. But if you're face to face with a woman, G, have fun. Enjoy the moment. I guarantee you, bro, I look back on my conversations with women, even with my chick today, 97.62831% of those conversations have no fucking outcome and no purpose. It's just dialogue, G. It's half of the emotions and half of me making jokes. All right, fellas, and that's what keeps the spark, and that's what makes you present. When you serious all the time, G, it is so repulsive. It's like you have no adventure inside of you when there always have to be a dot to the end of every conversation. Some conversations and most conversations that are going to build connections are going to end like this. It's like, well, I'll see you next time. I can't wait to talk again. All right, fellas, it's not going to always end up in you taking a chick out. A conversation with a woman at the gas station, G, is not going to always end with you getting her number. All right, now, if you want her number, yes, make that the goal. But you need to get used to talking to women just for fun. So one thing you can try out to work this muscle, G, is game for sport. All right. And this is something that I do just to keep my spirits high. All right, G, because I'm focusing locked in on my purpose. But like I said, social skills is a skill. So just like dribbling a basketball, if you go 10 years without doing it, try picking it up again. It ain't going to be the same. It's going to take you a while to get it back. Just like any skill. If you work out your arms and you get them big as shit, and then you spend 3 years without working out, I guarantee you your arm won't look the same 3 years later. So you're going to have to work it out again. So I do game for sport. I'll just go walk outside, go talk to random fucking women, G, and flirt with them and laugh with them and don't even try to get their number. And they sitting there wondering the whole time what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, bitch, I'm just having fun. I'm just enjoying life. I'm just keeping my skills up. It's just practice really most of the time. All right, fellas. So you ain't gonna hit everything you see, to be honest with you. That's what a lot of you guys think. First of all, you ain't gonna hit everything you see. And second of all, fellas, game is not something that you just do with women who you like and who you want. That's not how you get good at it, G. I run game on 67-year-old women at Walmart, fellas, just to prove to myself that I can pull any woman at any age. G, I be having them old ass women grinning from ear to ear. All right, G? So, keep your game tight, all right? Now, guys, remember I told you I was going to give you some tips, some habits. Now, let me give you a skill. Having a magnetic presence is all about the ability to connect with people, all right, fellas? And especially connecting with people who don't look like you, people who can't relate to you. I'll give you another big mistake, and this is not actually a mistake. This is just an inhibitor and a problem and a barrier in your way of your magnetic presence, G. Some men, most men, can only connect with people who look like them. So, G, I'll give you an example. I'm black and I'm athletic. Usually guys with my persona can only connect with other guys that look like them. You could probably connect with a Mexican dude who's athletic, or a white dude who's athletic, or another black dude who's not athletic. But if you see a white, tall, prestigious businessman who's 10 years older than you, G, you don't know what the fuck to say to him in the elevator. And that's a problem. All right, fellas, you got to get out your own way and learn how to connect with everyone. All right, if you want to expand your opportunities in life, learn how to relate to anybody, G. You can find anything on anybody to compliment, to compare, to contrast, or relate to. So if you see a man who does not match your persona, but he has on an LSU Tigers hat, say something about the damn hat. I guarantee you, y'all can have a 2-hour-long conversation about that damn hat on his head, because you might be a LSU Tigers fan as well, or your grandfather a Tigers fan. It is some kind of way you can connect to every single person on this planet. Now, that's the first thing about connection. Second thing, yes, you want to connect with people, but you need to learn how to connect people. What I mean is, G, one of the most charismatic and attractive traits is for you to take one person, then take another person, and make them two people interact and love each other, and you're the source of it. Gee, this is another level of being magnetic, charismatic, and charming. This is why, G, because every time those people talk, let's say they end up being friends because they met through you and you're the main source of them connecting because you introduced them to each other. 9 times out of 10, as their relationship grows, you're always going to be the center of their relationship if you were effective and if you're really that charismatic. Because every time they meet, they're going to remember that the only reason why they know each other is because of you. All right, fellas, this is powerful. This is really how you become likable and remember with people. Now, will this take you getting out your introvert shell? Yes. Will this take you to stop telling yourself you're not a people person? Yes. Will this take you out of your comfort zone? Maybe. But I guarantee you, if you understand this and practice this, you will 100% stand out from most people. And that's another thing about having a presence, is you standing out from people, you being different in your own way. I ain't saying special, because your ass ain't special. Nobody's special. I'm saying different, unique, authentic. being real, being the best version of yourself, being the most attractive version as you can, but being real, authentic, yourself, and using the qualities, the gifts, and the traits that you have to influence and win people over. All right, fellas. So, appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Share this with a homeboy that this will help out. All right, fellas. It's your boy KD. We out here, baby.